Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here. Or should I be saying Sviki, because this package is from Lithuania. Either way, it's brick all o'clock. Yes, so apologies to anyone Lithuanian if I just mauled your language. I just tried to say the word hello, following a video that I just googled to aid in a pronunciation. So we've got one bag here that's absolutely full of pieces, which is a good start. This order has actually taken an absolute age to get here. Given that I did the order on the 2nd of June, they did say it took them a long time to process orders. So it's definitely not their fault, but it only arrived last week when I was away in Wales. And I did have a great time, thank you very much. So that's about the longest it's taken an order to get to me, but no problem, because I couldn't really get to it until now anyway. Now this, therefore, because it's been such a while in coming, means that I've got a lot of bits for projects that are almost finished, so that makes it really exciting. So we should have the last parts for Dodgems, for the Dodgems ride, yes, that long ago, with Dodger number 6 in here, I think, and to replace the parts that I pilfered to make all the other Dodgems as well. Got some stuff for the supermarket. My top secret train build, which isn't the carriages to my flying Knotsman train. It's a other one that's going to be, I think, unique to YouTube and possibly the world, or at least the Lego world anyway. And a few other things as well. So I'm just going to tip all this out here. Looking good. And then we can get started. And I'm going to get started on this very colourful and wonderful looking bag because I've been really anticipating getting these. I've had these on my wish list for absolutely ages, but not many people seem to have them because they're old Hero Factory pieces. And they come in 3 different colours, and I've bought 3 of each because you kind of need 3 to do them right. So I've got some in kind of this trans, well, I'd call that bright green. I don't think it's neon. 3 in the trans. I mean, I say trans, it's not really trans, but it is in the catalogue as that because you can't see through it. Red, and then the trans light blue as well, which you can sort of see through. And they're kind of cocoon petals, and they come in 3s because what you're supposed to do is get one of these sort of 3-way Technic pieces, and I've never done this before, but let's try it on this blue one, and kind of join the 3 petals together to make a hole. Like that. And that looks like a really nice natural sort of but huge flower head, if you ask me. So you could either put something pretty on the inside, or you could put something pretty dangerous on the inside. Now it's a carnivorous plant because it certainly looks pretty bitey. And the other thing you can do with those sets is kind of, well, it showed it on the pictures anyway, you can kind of fold it down like this. Now this one doesn't really want to stay like that. Oh, kinda. Well, 2 of them do. Let's see. So you can kind of do it like that, so it's open as well. So if I had, oh, but not for long. So if I had a clump of these, 1 in each of the 3 colours, I thought that'd look really good. So they come usually as plants, which contain one of the little sort of jumper beasties that you get with Hero Factory, or sometimes there'd be the abdomen of some sort of great big creature, so it's kind of its bum. And an example of both of those is 44029, the rather awesome Queen Beast versus Furno, Evo and Stormer. But 8 sets in total from 2014 had these things. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So they don't really want to stay. So I've got 2 more of these, so I should be able to make all 3 of these cocoons. And I thought variety of colours was better than not. Let's see if this one will peel open a bit better. They're very sensitive. It's almost like a proper carnivorous plant that it's sort of open and then the slightest bit of motion would sort of trigger it to snap around the bug, or my finger in this case, and it would bite onto it, and that would be the last of it. So there we go. Let's get the red one going as well. So they look rather wonderful. Now we'll have to take these apart because all these parts are used and I will be washing them. As usual. So there we go, that's that one folded out. That one's even less likely to stay. Oh well, I think they look good like that though. That's kind of a clump. What do you think of those? So I can cross those off my wanted list now. Achieved. Right, here's another quite big bag of bits and pieces. Mostly plates, it seems, which are relatively boring. I think these big grey ones are for my supermarket. I think the white one might be for the mystery train. Can't remember. That is for the orange Dodgem. So I'm doing the orange colour for Dodgem number 6, which I thought would probably be either parked up in the corner of my Dodgems or maybe just on its side being repaired or something like that. But I can decide that once I've made it. I've had one of these before, but here's another one. It's the kind of Hobbit door from the, what's it called? The Unexpected Gathering set 79003 from 2012. And I'm hoping to get quite a few of these for some cargo, maybe to replace those just plain green ones that are on the spools of my cargo train. So I really like those just because they are printed. So I think I've only got 2 of those now. And then I got 4 of these, I believe. Yep, 4 bus schedule tiles. So they're all pretty good condition. I think some are a bit too near the edge. In fact, that one, yeah, it's just diagonal and too near the edge. But I can move all of those using my patented hot tea technique. And I figured that I would move them not onto the centre of these tiles, but actually onto the inside of my kind of curved bus stop pieces. So each of my bus stops will have one of these visible within it. So I'll be sort of creating my own unique piece in a way, but that's fine. I don't mind that because they're relatively common pieces. So it's very nice to have something like that that kind of ties all of your bus stops together over a whole city. Green arch, they're surprisingly hard to get. That is a sign that says Gyros. Now, you may recognise this as one half of the sign that is from Jurassic World that should say Gyrosphere, which are those sort of glass balls that people roll around like hamsters. But I only wanted one because I can use it to make a gyros stand, because gyros is kind of a type of kebab, sort of carved meat that you can have with chips or something like that, maybe at the fairground. So I'll probably have to centralise that a little bit as well, because it looks like it's a little bit to the right, but that's fine. And that's part of the set 75929. Carnotaurus Gyrosphere Escape from 2018. That's quite hard to say. And I've been misreading that all the time. I thought it said Carnosaurus, which would basically mean meat lizard, which is quite funny in itself, really. But really, it is Carnotaurus. And Taurus must mean bull. So meat bull? I don't know. But anyway, either way, that's what it's called. But yeah, I really like that. So I'm going to have to make a gyros stand now, I suppose, which must be in fierce competition with Bob's Kebabs, one can only imagine. That's a replacement part. That is from the Vacation Batgirl minifigure from the Lego Batman movie Series 2. And it's just for my surfboard collection, really. I think originally I wasn't going to get it because it had the Bat logo on, but you know, that doesn't mean that somebody in the public can't have a Bat logo on their surfboard. Maybe they're really into Batman or something like that. A couple of rails. And this arch. Now, I need this to finish off my little kennel for Jowls the Bulldog. And here is Jowls the Bulldog. Oh, isn't he sweet? He looks so lovely. Yeah, it's a slightly different build from the one that's from the tuning workshop, 60285 from last year. But I didn't get that set, so I just wanted to do some sort of similar build. So I've just done it in slightly different colours with pieces I had. I had these ones in dark blue, for example, for the roof. In fact, I need to stick him on. And don't get put off by the dark blue sort of plate it's all attached to at the bottom. I will be attaching it to some green grass in a yard or something like that in due course. But yeah, so that's not exactly a very unique build, but yeah, I just needed that piece to finish it off. So I can put that somewhere. Maybe he'll be a police dog or something like that behind the police station or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, he looks really good fun. Cool. Right, so next bag. Not very much in this one. This has just got 2 of those modified plates or tiles, depending how you look at it. And one of the lovely Subway tiles. I really like these, and you know I decorate all of my Subway system with them. They come from the Turtle Lair set 10669 from 2014. And I believe I have some more of those in this order. In fact, I can see some. They're in this bag. Why they've been separated, I'm not so sure, but that's fine. So we've got another 1, 2 of those, and I think that's all the ones I needed, because I needed a few more to do the opening. It's going to have all the minis from the Italian job coming out of it. That's what I decided to do with them. That might have been a spoiler, I don't know. And I've got other tiles as well. So I might do yet another one. I don't really know, but I think I've got enough either way now. So here's some more 2x2 tiles, and these have got the sort of universal cargo logo on that's used throughout City. These specific ones came off the more recent green cargo train. What is it? 60198. And this is part of the kind of studs not on top front and back section of that, which is why it's so hard to actually fit lights into it, because, well, all the studs are going the wrong way and blocking everything. But I thought I'd just use these in my cargo yard, probably on some cargo, but really nice to have those. This is a bit damaged, which is a shame, because this is already a replacement for one on my boat. So it comes from the 60085 4x4 with powerboat set, which is the orange powerboat. There's a similar, more recent one that's lime in colour, that's 60254. But yeah, my one that I got second hand had a sticker that was damaged. And now I've got another one that's damaged. So I'm not sure if this is the right sort of way around one. I hope it is. But I might be able to repair it just by getting rid of, see where my thumb's sort of covering up the damage there and covering it up there. I might be able to chop off the damaged bits with a bit of sticker surgery. So yeah, I don't think I need to write that off, actually. I think I could use that. So that's okay. More interesting tiles. Here are two 1x2 ones with a bus on, and I use these on all my bus stops to kind of be part of the yellow line on the curb, and these come from the 7641 City Corner set from 2009, and again I think they're the last ones I need, so I think I can cross quite a few things off my wanted list with this order, which is very nice. Now, rolling away here, we've got two eyes. Now, I don't know if that's right, actually, because these are supposed to be glow-in-the-dark white, and just by looking at them, they don't look like they are. I'm just going to grab my UV torch. Let's get that on the UV setting. And no, they are not glow-in-the-dark ones. These ones are just white ones. I think that is a mistake from the vendor, because they should be glowing quite a sort of rosy sort of green colour, and that's a real shame, because that's why I got them. So now I'm the proud owner of a pair of eyes that I don't really need. I wanted them glow in the dark so I could use them as a pair of eyes sort of staring out of the depths in my undersea setting, or even just inside one of those sea creatures that's will take a headpiece inside, the ones that were sort of part of the Ninjago shark army or something like that. So they would glow as well. So that's a bit of a shame. So these eyes, especially the glow-in-the-dark ones, came from loads and loads of Mixel sets between 2014 and 2016. The most disgusting of which is 41548, Dribal, who has a crystal of sort of green snot coming out of his nose, which is just disgusting. So anyway, I thought that was a really fun set, but yeah, I might have to look out for more glow-in-the-dark ones of these, because I think they will be useful. So that's a little bit of a disappointment there. Then, won't stand up, there we go. I've got one more of these measuring sort of sticks, or rulers as most people would call them. And I've got a few of those before, and they are going to be used in my fairground. They're from 41071, Era's Creative Workshop from 2015, which is an elf set. And I'll be using them as part of my sort of height boards in my fairground to see if you're tall enough to go on a ride. And I've got a few of those done already. And this is the last one of these I need, so I can cross that one off as well. Then I've got 3 rats. I won't be telling you where I'm going to be using these rats, but it's pretty funny. So look out for that in a video soon. But it's going to be very rat-centric. A bit of a rat surprise, let's say. So that's fun. And then last but definitely not least, well, maybe in size, but not in coolness, these very, very small corner tiles, which are kind of tacos, stuffed sort of pockets with salad and meat and goodness knows what in. But they're really, really nice. They're only actually in 2 friend sets ever, including 41347, Heart Lake City Resort from 2018. And as such, they're quite rare and fairly expensive for the size they are. But I just really like them, so I thought I'd get the two that I saw here as a bit of a treat. And that Heart Lake City Resort is quite a nice set, actually. I think the real world needs more slides, like all friend sets, for a start. It's got a very cool parasailer in it as well. But I do wish that friends would get a bit more creative with their set names. I mean, everything's got Heart Lake in front of it. I mean, if you opened, I don't know, a music store in Friends, they would definitely call it the Heart Lake Music Store. I mean, just anything different. I know they're based there, but you don't have to call it that. Anyway, right, small bits here. Mainly orange ones. So these orange ones are for the Dodgem build. So I need two of those sort of curved slopes, corner tiles. Hopefully there's another one in there. Yeah, there it is. And the sort of grip for the kind of aerial at the back. Yeah. And one more red plate, which will probably be for my secret train build. Can't remember. So that's good. Here's a great big bag, mainly of dark green. Where should I tip it? At the front here. Now this has got some really interesting things in it. So before we get to the dark green, can't resist picking up this. It's the main important part of the Snowmobile that I've been getting the parts for. So I'm not going to build it now, but I have got all the rest of the parts that I need for a Snowmobile in here. So there's the sort of top bit, and there's the chain that goes at the back, and there's the ski that goes at the front. I've got all them. This was the last and obviously most vital part. So that's been in two Arctic sets from 2018, including 60194 Arctic Scout Truck, which is a very odd looking truck if you ask me, but maybe it's realistic. I don't really know much about Arctic vehicles, but I was very keen to get the Snowmobile. And I'll add that ultimately to my Arctic scene when I get round to that, though when I'll do that, I've got no idea. Now we've got our massive cabinet for under the sea. If that's news to you, watch the last video. So yeah, that might be the prize of the whole order, actually. It's quite big. Feels a bit big. We've got loads of these dark green large figure tails. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2... Oh, golly. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11 in total. Right, I definitely don't need any more of these. I'm going to use them as plants. But basically, they're from a Chima character, 70203 Chi Krager from 2013. There's also a 2014 version. But I like this one because he's got a really cool sort of glaive weapon. I think that's what you call it. The big stick with something spiky on either end, and you can kind of bosh people. Then we've got these really nice printed sort of tree trunk pieces. They're only printed on one side, but as long as we have them pointing the right way, we should be all right. And I've got 4 of those. And these are a little bit of an extravagance as well, in that they're quite rare and therefore pricey. They are kind of aspen tree pieces and are unique to 41164 Enchanted Treehouse, which is a Frozen 2 set from 2019. And originally I was going to replace the bits that make up the kind of birch tree from Birch Books, the modular, with these, just to make it look a bit more stripy, a bit more sort of natural. Or maybe I'll just use them to make some more smaller sort of versions of the same thing, but they do look really pretty. So I'm really glad to have those. It'd only be better if both sides were striped. But there's those. And then I've got lots of pieces, and this arch was one of them actually, to make a large crane. And it's going to be in dark green, and that's why these bits combined are here. They're making up the roof. And it's kind of a copy of the crane that's in part of a Toy Story 3 set, 7596 Trash Compactor Escape from 2010. And one of the other major parts are these sort of claw bits, that when you get kind of 4 of them, they're big enough to grab a toy pig or a toy cowboy and grab him and drop him into a burning furnace. I've already got these pieces in dark bluish grey as part of the City Excavator truck set, 60075. But these ones are in black, and they're unique to that set in black. So they're going to basically make that crane. And with that in mind, there's another really vital piece in this bag. Just pull those two out. These are the 2 sort of boom pieces that would hole go out like that at an angle and kind of have the winch bit on this end and the cab sort of here on this end. Yeah, so I'm thinking of incorporating that as part of my harbour. I know I've got an absolute ton of cranes there already, but I want to do kind of some facade buildings along the wall because it looks a bit too wally, that area. And as part of those facades, I just thought I could have kind of on the roof of one of them a really sort of old school crane, basically, because this is a much more old-fashioned looking crane than those big modern ones that would actually be in use. So maybe it's derelict. But I figured that would make it look a lot more realistic, and it's kind of a really interesting shape, that build. I really love this coming off at that angle with that old style roof that we just looked at there. It really looks good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that as well, and I think these are all the pieces I needed for that I didn't have already. There's the windscreen bit that's part of the crane canopy, and then in this bag I've got absolutely loads of these cylinder pieces. So one in clear, because that's all I needed, and loads in clear neon green. And that is because these are all going to collectively stack and make the new support for my UFO, which is the UFO from 7052, UFO Abduction, which is obviously a Alien Conquest set. And this will be a slightly better support. This has been an idea for a long time. In fact, I can even make it a bit stronger by turning these 90 degrees, can't I? And that will be beaming up the farmer. So I can basically drop the farmer in one of these little cavities and have him getting beamed up. And then when it gets to a certain height, it will change from trans neon green to trans clear. And the farmer will probably be in that one getting beamed up. But it'll also be the support for the vehicle itself. So I'm hoping that will work really well, as I needed a lot of these ones to get it the right height above the ground. But now I've got them. Awesome. So this is a great order, and that's why I went to Lithuania. It's not because it was easy. It was because they had all the bits that I needed for so many projects. It was just such a fantastic selection, and that's why I was very happy with the long wait, because, well, it was worth it. And then one more bag. This is absolutely packed. I can see this straight away on the top. This is another one of those sort of measuring your height boards. This one's from the Big Red Roller Coaster 10261 from 2018. I've actually got 3 of these, and I think I've got about 3 or 4 of these now. So if you're a very short Lego man or a Lego child, it looks like you won't be riding many rides at the fairground if I use all of these. But then again, they are a sort of scene that you'd expect to see. So yeah, anyway, so I've got both types. Maybe I'll have to only use one. Then I've got all sorts of bits in here. We've got a lot of the sloping pieces that I need to finish off that crane. So we've got some of those inverted ones there, and those ones and those ones. So as I say, all the green pieces I need for that. I've got the spoilers I need for those Dodgems. And I've got an absolute load of these. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I need these for, but I've got an absolute load of them. Is it a tunnel? Is it a spacecraft? Is it a boat? Who knows? So, yeah, absolute load of those. Or would they go that way, maybe? Clues. Anyway, so I've got an absolute load of those. I've got 2 in red as well, if that helps. A couple of those wedge pieces. Very nice. And one of these. That's nice. Yeah, kind of triple-edged sort of roof piece, I suppose. Might be the cabin of a boat or something like that. Who knows? And that, pretty much, apart from some other sort of minor Technic pieces, is it. Though that is the vital piece that holds all of these together. Let's see if I can do that now. We can see the grabber. And then you need a rubber band. An official Lego rubber band, of course. And this might be tricky to do on camera, but I did bring one. This is the white rubber band that goes over the top of the lot, and that makes it actually work. So hold on, let's see. I've got that on properly. Yeah, there we go. That worked. Didn't knock the camera. So you can kind of grab stuff like that. Yeah, so that's really good fun. So yeah, a wonderful order, really. Lots and lots of good pieces, but more importantly, absolutely loads of specialist pieces that are going to finish off so many of my projects. And I know I say that a lot, but this time it really is true. So yeah, a fantastic order from Lithuania. So, accio! I think that means thank you. Well, what a wonderful haul. I think the highlight is definitely these kind of cocoon flower type things that look a bit carnivorous that I can put in my undersea thing. And getting all three colours in one go really is fantastic. But so many other things as well. I mean, we've got the snowmobile for my Arctic scene, bus things for all my bus stops, some stuff for the fairground, including a new gyro stall, something to feed my addiction for skateboards and surfboards and all that. Stuff to finish projects like underground stations, Dodgems, special train builds, my new crane, finishing off Jowls' little house. That's going to be absolutely great to use all of these pieces. So yeah, a really good haul. I'm very happy indeed. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And if you value this channel, there are many ways in which you can support it. Do check out the links in the description below. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, I haven't really given a lot of thought to what I'm doing on Friday, just because I've been away and I've been trying to desperately catch up with a few things. But whatever we get up to, I'm sure it'll be really good. So until next time, Visogero. See you!